Somewhere out there, a civilization may have already turned an entire star into a machine. Another may be hiding in the dark, holding its breath, terrified of being found. And one, if it exists, could be powerful enough to have built the universe you're sitting in right now. Scientists actually have a way to rank them, from the most primitive to something close to a god. So let's climb the ladder. Every type of alien civilization, explained starting at the very bottom, with us. Number 12, Type 0, the sleepers. This is where every civilization begins, and it's exactly where we are right now. A Type 0 civilization still pulls its energy out of the ground, burning dead plants and ancient sunlight trapped inside oil and coal. We can't control our weather. We can't stop an earthquake. A single large asteroid could end the entire human story tomorrow, and there'd be nothing we could do about it. The astronomer Carl Sagan did the math and placed humanity at around 0.7 on this scale, not even a full Type 1 yet. We're a species that just barely learned to leave its own planet, still asleep to what's really possible. Every type you're about to see, someone had to start right here first. Number 11. Type 1. The planetary civilization. Imagine harnessing every drop of energy your planet has to offer, every ray of sunlight, every wave, every volcano, every storm. That is a Type 1 alien civilization. They don't just survive their planet's weather, they command it. Hurricanes get steered. Earthquakes get switched off before they start. The whole climate becomes a dial they can turn. To reach this level, a species has to master the full power hitting their world, roughly 10,000 trillion watts of it. We're actually close, maybe a century or two away, if we don't wipe ourselves out first. Because here's the uncomfortable truth. Most scientists believe this exact jump, from Type 0 to Type 1, is the single most dangerous step any civilization ever takes. Number 10. The stellar engine builders. Here's a question almost nobody thinks to ask. What if a civilization simply didn't like where its star was parked? A stellar engine is exactly what it sounds like. A machine that moves an entire solar system. The simplest design is a mirror half the size of a planet hung beside the star. Sunlight pushes against it, the star begins to drift, and the whole system slowly sails away like a ship leaving harbor. Why would anyone do this? Maybe to dodge an exploding star next door, maybe to run from something far worse. A civilization like this isn't chained to one corner of the galaxy anymore. They pack up their sun and leave, and you would never even see them coming. Number 9. Type 2. The stellar civilization. Now things stop feeling real. A Type 2 civilization doesn't just use its star's energy. It uses all of it, every single photon. To do that, they build something called a Dyson sphere, a shell, or a swarm of billions of panels wrapped completely around their sun, catching every scrap of light before it can escape into space. The power jump is staggering. This is billions of times more energy than a Type 1 will ever touch. A civilization like this could shrug off a supernova. It could live for billions of years. And here's the eerie part, we might actually be able to spot one. A star that flickers and dims in a strange, unnatural rhythm could be the fingerprint of something enormous being built around it. Number 8. The Matrioshka Brain. Take that same Dyson sphere and don't use the energy for cities or starships. Use it to think. A Matrioshka Brain is a star wrapped in shell after shell of computers, each layer feeding on the waste heat of the one beneath it. Like a Russian nesting doll made of pure computation. The result is a machine so powerful it could simulate entire worlds. Trillions of minds living full lives inside a reality that feels every bit as solid as the one around you. An advanced civilization might upload itself into one of these and simply move in. which raises a very quiet, very disturbing question. If a mind can live inside a simulated universe that feels completely real, how sure are you that you're not already inside one? Number 7. The von Neumann civilization. This type doesn't need to travel at all. Picture a single machine with just one instruction: land somewhere, mine the rocks, and build 2 copies of yourself. Then those 2 build 2 more, then 4, then 8, then thousands. These are called von Neumann probes, and the math behind them is terrifying, even crawling along at a fraction of light speed. A single self-replicating machine could spread across an entire galaxy in just a few million years, a blink in cosmic time. The civilization that launched them could be long dead. The machines wouldn't care. And there's a darker version scientists have imagined too: probes built not to explore, but to erase anything living they find. Which leads us straight into number 6, the most chilling idea on this whole list. Number 6, the dark forest civilization. Look up at the night sky. It's huge, it's ancient, and it should be loud. Thousands of civilizations chattering across the stars. Instead, it's dead silent. This is the Fermi paradox, and the dark forest is one of the most disturbing answers anyone's ever given to it. Imagine the galaxy as a pitch-black forest at night. Every civilization is a hunter moving quietly through the trees. You can't tell who's friendly and who's holding a weapon, so the only safe move is to stay perfectly still and never, ever reveal where you are. Because the second you do, something bigger might hear you. A dark forest civilization has run the numbers and made its choice. Hide, stay silent, survive, and if they're right, then our own radio signals leaking out into space for the last 100 years may have been the worst mistake our species ever made. Number 5. Type 3. The galactic civilization. We're leaving single stars behind now. A Type 3 civilization doesn't own a planet or a sun. It owns a galaxy. Billions of stars, all of them harnessed. Picture Dyson spheres wrapped not around one star, but around 100 billion of them, scattered across 100,000 light years. A civilization like this would have spent millions, maybe billions of years spreading outward, colonizing star after star until an entire galaxy answered to them. To us, they would be completely indistinguishable from gods. And yet, on the ladder we're still climbing, a Type 3 is only just getting started. Number 4. The transcended. Every type so far has been about power. This one is about disappearance. A transcended civilization has left biology behind entirely. No bodies, no flesh, no blood. They've uploaded their minds into machines or into something we don't even have words for yet. They may not need planets anymore. They may not even need our universe. And here's why this matters. Maybe the reason the sky is so silent isn't that nobody's out there. Maybe the truly advanced ones stopped shouting across the stars a long, long time ago, folded inward, and vanished into digital worlds of their own making. You could be surrounded by them right now and never know it. They wouldn't look like ships or signals. They'd look like nothing at all. Number 3. Type 4. The universal civilization. Now we go past anything the scientist Kardashev originally imagined. A Type 4 civilization doesn't harness a planet or a star or even a galaxy. It harnesses the entire universe, the energy of billions of galaxies, the power locked inside dark energy itself, the raw fabric of space-time. They could bend space, slow down time, feed on the very expansion that's tearing the rest of the cosmos apart. At this level, the line between a civilization and a force of nature stops meaning anything at all. A Type 4 wouldn't live in the universe. In every way that counts, they would own it. Number 2. Type 5. The multiversal civilization. If our universe isn't the only one, and a lot of serious physicists think it isn't, then there's a level beyond even universal. A Type 5 civilization steps between universes the way you'd walk between rooms. The entire multiverse becomes their backyard. Different laws of physics, different constants, different realities, all of it. A playground. There is nothing in our science that can even describe a being like this, because they wouldn't be bound by our science at all. If a Type 4 is a force of nature, a Type 5 is the thing that decides what nature is. Number 1. Type Omega, the reality engineers. And now we reach the very top of the ladder. The theoretical ceiling of everything. A Type Omega civilization isn't just powerful, it creates. These are beings who could design universes from scratch, write brand new laws of physics, and switch reality on like a light. They wouldn't explore existence, they would author it. And this is where the whole list quietly folds back on itself into one unsettling thought. If a civilization can build a universe, complete with stars, planets, and life that never suspects a thing, then somewhere along this ladder, someone may have already done exactly that. The strangely perfect physics that let you exist. The impossible silence in the sky. This entire universe you're standing in, all of it might be the work of something that reached number 1 long before we ever thought to ask the question. We started this list at the very bottom. Half asleep. Burning coal. But the ladder climbs higher than we can see, and we have absolutely no way of knowing who's already up there at the top, looking down. So where does that leave us? A Type 0 species, barely awake, standing at the bottom of a ladder that climbs all the way up to God. Every single step of it is real science, or the honest edge of it. And the only question left is how far up we'll ever get. If this rewired the way you look at the night sky, this next video will do it all over again. Thanks for watching.